We're going to start our second round of questions. So I recognize second round, the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Gimenez, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I'm going to pivot a little bit. So do you all know what MAD is? Mutually Assured Destruction. MAD is not really all that mad. MAD kept us safe for about 50 years, 60 years, right? And where, yeah, the Soviet Union had thousands of nuclear weapons, but so did we. And if they ever used it, then we would use it on them, and that kept us safe in a frightening kind of way, but it did. It kept us safe. All right. And so my question to you is there is the Department of Defense, but part of the Department of Defense is the Department of Offense. So it's if we were just we're here to defend the homeland and we're going to play defense. Well, you're inviting attacks because there's no counterpunch. What's our offensive capability? Where's your assessment of our offensive capability in this realm?
I'll take first pass at that. We are very, very good at our offensive capability. I think some concerns I have, you have to be able to get to root cause analysis on determining if we were attacked for us to go back and do something. I'm aware of numerous cases the government is currently tracking as maintenance issues for explosions otherwise that were actually cyber attacks. If we're not detecting what's happening, then we're just going to say, oh, it must have been something random, and we're never going to get offensive. But putting my military hat on now, even just down the 91st Brigade alone, we've got a lot of offensive capability, and I would not want to be on the other side of us. But we also have to make it extremely hard for our competition to come back at us and at least know when they do it so that we can unleash our warriors.
Do we do that often enough? Do we flex our muscle often enough?
I think just looking back to testimony and commentary from Joe Nakasone, General Hawk, and others, I would say that we do not. I do not want to see an offensive world. I do not want to see targeting of civilian infrastructure, but when our adversaries make it very clear that they want to hurt us and hurt our families, I think we have to be very serious about showing them that we can do the same.
I agree. So, I mean, if we actually flexed our muscle every once in a while, I mean, the DOD flexes its muscle every once in a while, right? I guess you're saying we don't flex our muscle often.
I'm saying we don't flex it enough, but I would also advise that we have to be very serious on defense because we will see things back. Even if one agency in a government authorizes something at us and we are doing something that we view to be retaliatory, other agencies in that same government may not be aware of it unless we're able to call it out. And then all of a sudden you have a very escalatory situation.
You know, we have a new realm of warfare, I guess, defense and offense is space. And so we created the Space Force, all right? Should we create a cyber force?
I'll stick with it and then open up to the panelists. I think it's time. I was very against it when I was in the Air Force. I was very against it for the years after, looking at how it was going to be orchestrated. I think it's time to do it, sticking to its OT&E mission of organizing, training, and equipping. Let Cyber Command and the combatant commands be the actual Title X authorities that we have. But we definitely need a dedicated service. But I think if you're going to do it right, you have to do it extremely big and right, because the problem that you'll have is all that infighting and the stuff that people say, oh, we politely work together in interagency. No, we don't. People are very territorial, and people will keep their best cyber warriors to themselves and others.
So you're going back to my first round of questioning, right? That yes. There's turf guarding.
There's a lot of turf guarding.
There is a lot of turf guarding. And so I would figure that now with Space Force and the Air Force, there's probably a lot of turf guarding there, right?
I don't see it as much myself, but I did leave the Air Force a while ago. I will say the Army would be very happy to have a cyber force under it from a department level, but I'm not so sure that it shouldn't just be made a department level service.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's all the questions I have, and I yield back the rest of my time. Thank you.